Happening right now, battle over border security is now drawing in Utah leaders who are sharing their thoughts on the clash between Texas and the Biden administration over immigration enforcement.
Yeah, for the full story, we're going to head over live to ABC4's Jonathan May in Salt Lake County with those details. Jonathan.
That's right, Emily O'Brien. This reaction comes in after a Supreme Court ruling Monday that said Border Patrol could go into Texas and remove the razor wire installed by the state along the U.S.-Mexico border. But Texas Governor Greg Abbott says his state has a constitutional right of self-defense. It's something Utah Governor Spencer Cox agrees with. You can see the razor wire along the border. The Supreme Court sided with the federal government in seeking to remove it, as the courts consider a lawsuit over its legality. As the administration argued, is impeding authorities like the Border Patrol from doing their job and posed a danger to law enforcement and migrants. But Governor Abbott says his state will ignore federal efforts to remove the wires, and Utah Governor Spencer Cox took to Twitter today to voice his support of Texas, saying, "The border is a disaster that continues to spiral out of control, both in terms of people and deadly fentanyl traffic. This is not a partisan issue. This is a national security issue. This is a common sense issue. This is an American issue." Utah thanks Texas and Governor Abbott for stepping up where the Biden administration has failed over and over again. And here's a map of all the state governors I counted that's also supporting Texas. You can see, looking at the map, the 25 states highlighted red. Today, U.S. Senator Mitt Romney weighed in on the border and former President Donald Trump.
The reality is that we have a crisis at the border. The American people are suffering as a result of what's happening at the border, and someone running for president ought to try and get the problem solved, as opposed to saying, "Hey, save that problem. Don't solve it. Let me take credit for solving it later."
With Texas feuding with the federal government over the border, Utah lawmakers are considering opening the door to doing it themselves. Senate Bill 57, the Utah Constitutional Sovereignty Act, got a favorable recommendation in committee yesterday. The bill's sponsor explains how it works.
What this bill tries to do is give a pathway where we in the state of Utah, in the legislature, can create something that says to the federal government, by way of not requiring our agencies to be complicit in a particular rule, to say, you have overburdened the people of the state of Utah. You've harmed us in some way.
Sandals says over the course of his legislative career, he has been concerned with the balance of state governments and federal governments. We'll keep tracking the bill and let you know if it's signed into law. Live in Salt Lake County, Jonathan May, ABC4 News.